September, second Wednesday in September at 10 o'clock.
Let me know, because I'll go there with you
Carl, it's September.
in September.
Good evening and welcome to the Village of Webster Board meeting for July 12th, 2022. You would stand please, and Carl will lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy birthday, Martha.
Yeah, happy birthday, Ray. All you mites, yeah.
Okay, this evening our first order of business is our organizational meeting. This is for the year 2022-2023. So we will go through here, and most of this is dealing with making a motion and approving, hopefully, but certainly we will entertain any comments or changes that you would like to make. First of all, the mayor's appointment, which is not subject to board approval, is the appointment of Jerry Ippolito Jr. to deputy mayor position to act as mayor when the mayor cannot fulfill his duties. And next we have board designations, and I'm going to lump these two together. The first is to have the Canandaigua National Bank be designated as the official bank of the Village of Webster, and secondly, to designate the Webster Herald as the official newspaper of the Village of Webster. I have a motion.
I'll make that motion.
One second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pass. Mayor's appointment, subject to approval of the Board of Trustees. First, we have the reappointment of Joe O'Neill as Deputy Village Clerk and Deputy Village Treasurer for a term ending on July 11, 2023. And we'll do that separately. So do I have a motion to
I'll make
approve?
that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Next, we have to reappoint Don White as Village and Zoning Board of Appeals Attorney for a term ending on July 11th, 2023, and authorize the mayor to sign the retainer agreement with Kelly White Frio Attorneys LLP.
I'll make that.
July 1st.
Second.
July. Yeah.
Not the 11th.
Right, it's a new one I gave you. Thank you.
That would also be for the treasurer. These will be consistent all the way down.
I changed the last name yet. Except for the next meeting is the correct date.
Okay, then we will move to Historic Preservation Commission and Historian. We'll lump these two together to reappoint Peter Elder, Chairperson of the Historic Preservation Commission for a term ending July 1st, 2023. And secondly, to reappoint Lynn Barton as Village Historian for a term ending July 1st, 2023.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pass. Next we have Parks and Recreation Committee.
Are you going to reappoint Lynn Barton to the Historic Preservation
Yes.
Commission?
Yeah, we did them together.
No.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We got to reappoint.
Yeah, he knows that.
motion again to reappoint Lynn Barton as village historian for a term ending July 1st, 2023, and also as a member of the Historic Preservation Commission for a term ending July 1st, 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Pass. Next, we have Parks and Recreation Committee to reappoint Peter Elder to the Parks and Recreation Committee for a term ending July 1st, 2023, and also to reappoint Missy Rosenberry to the Parks and Recreation Committee for a term also ending July 1st, 2023.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Second.
Next, we have the Business Improvement District, the bid, and we have a motion to appoint Mayor Byers, Trustee Lancy, and Gordon Clark to the Business Improvement District Board of Directors for a term ending July 1st, 2023.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Next, we have a motion to reappoint Trustee Ippolito, Village Board Member to the Ethics Committee for a term ending July 1st, 2023. Joe O'Neill, Village Employee to the Ethics Committee, a term ending July 1st, 2023. And appointing Bill Horath, Village Resident to the Ethics Committee for a term ending July 1st, 2023.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Next, we have the general office, and the first item on the under general office would be to set the mileage for reimbursement for authorized village employees traveling with their private vehicle to be 62.5 cents per mile.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Next, we have the village office hours. They are set to be Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Fridays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. The village office will be closed on Saturday and Sunday, and the office will also be closed for governmental holidays, including the following: New Year's, Martin Luther King, President's Day, Good Friday, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day and the day before, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and the day after, as well as Christmas.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. And next we have a motion for the following: Village of Webster policies adopted as written in these sections of the policy manual and employee handbook and shall be effective July 1st, 2022. This is the procurement policy, which is section 5.2. And if anybody would like me to read that, I will, but otherwise I'll just ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion too.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. The following is in regards to village meetings. Village meetings are to be conducted according to section 2.2 of the policy manual. Regular village board meetings will be the second and fourth Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. Meetings of the Zoning Board of Appeals on the third Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. The village board workshop meetings will be on the first Tuesday of every other month at 6 p.m., but only as needed, and that will be indicated in the paper. In the event that a village board meeting, such as the one tonight, is moved to a Tuesday, the meeting will start at 6 p.m.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, next we have a change of the following meeting dates. The village board workshop meetings for February 7th, 2023, should it happen, is moved to January 31st, 2023, and the June 6th, meeting 2023 would be moved to May 30th, 2023. That would be to avoid having two meetings in the same week. Change the following meeting dates as well, the village board meetings. The July 13th, 2023 board meeting will be moved to July 11th, 2023, anticipating that there will again be a carnival next year, as it's nice to see it beginning this year again. And November 23rd, 2023 moved to November 21st, 2023 for Thanksgiving holiday. I have a motion to approve those changes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Next we have a village board liaison assignments. These assignments would follow the village board organizational meeting until the village board organizational meeting on July 1st, 2023. And they are the same as they were last year. I did not have any feedback or anything that anyone had to say regarding these, so I just left them as they are.
I missed that one, so it should be July 1st, sorry, not July 11th.
No, July 1st, 2023.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
it
it was on
should,
your copy,
but-
never mind, okay, phew.
But the village board organizational meeting is going to be July 11, 2023. So
Right.
really, the motion should say, that the
July 11?
if you want it July 1, then just delete the following liaison assignments are in place until July 1, 2023. Don't refer to the organizational meeting.
Thank you.
If you want to refer to the organizational meeting, then you got to make it July 11th, because that's when you're having the meeting.
Exactly.
So it's either one or the other.
Too many changes this year.
Well,
Okay, the meeting will be July 11th, but these assignments will end July 1st.
As all the rest of them are. So,
We're trying to move everything to July 1, just
yes.
for future clerks and boards and stuff, instead of trying to track
Makes sense.
when you're having these meetings on Tuesdays because of firemen's carnivals, because who knows how long that's going to continue or whatever. So we just figured it's easier to make it July 1.
You could have,
And there may be a week
Yeah.
where there is no liaison, but
That's the way it is.
I think we'll
I
carry it over.
doubt you're doing anything the week of July 4th anyhow, you know, so it really doesn't, as a practical matter, won't, no.
All right, so we'll make that July 11th. Okay. So do I have a motion to approve for July 11th?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. And finally, the next organizational meeting. Looks like it will occur a year from now, Tuesday, July 11th, 2023, at 6 p.m. prior to the regularly scheduled village board meeting. A motion to set that meeting for next year.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. And it looks like we've come hopefully to the end of this organizational meeting. I think we've covered everything. Heather, have we
All good?
covered it all?
Just have to have you sign a couple things right after the meeting.
Well,
For now.
I have a couple of the agreements
Yep,
for retainer for Don
yep,
for the year, so I will sign those after.
yep.
All right. Good.
And I will update the procurement policy to today's date at the bottom.
Okay. Actually, yes. All those things we used to read through, you know.
I didn't make any handbook sheet.
Okay, then we shall move into the board meeting scheduled agenda. And first, I guess after the organizational meeting, we'll have the floor open to public comment. If there's anybody who would like to address the board this evening, please come to the podium, state your name, and what you would like to talk with the board about.
Pam? What's going on?
All right, it looks like the audience would like to remain quiet and pass on this one, so we'll move on to regular board business. First on the agenda is, as normal, to approve the minutes from the June 23rd, 2022 village board meeting.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next we have the bills, claims and warrants. Went through them today and noticed that there were a few things that were done for like emergency repairs that seem to be concrete's expensive these days, isn't it, Jay?
Yes, it is.
Everything is. Yeah, I had questions on like 3 of them, but I got them all answered, so.
Quick one, Jake, and the AMR supply, first one on there. 20-inch dual reflective cones, don't we have a ton of cones, or you need more, or?
Yeah, we needed more, so we've got some more cones there. Especially when we do gutter projects and things, we use quite a few of them, and then there's some that you gotta, rotate out, some that disappear, and so, yeah, we just add, and we generally get a quantity of them every year.
I'm just getting curious, how many did you get roughly there?
50.
I think it was 50.
Yeah.
Pretty good. First National Bank was 2509. First National Bank of Omaha.
That's the bank card, I'm not sure if the bills are here.
You guys know that?
It's something for the office, it's 1325-406, so that's an office.
It's an office thing, but I can't remember either.
Is that
Yeah, there.
that's mostly, if not all LMT stuff with the changeover to the cloud. And we apologize, we did not include the credit card breakdown in this one. We just forgot to put it in, so we'll send it out tomorrow.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No,
Where was the new cardiac? I assume that it's a defibrillator?
No, those are just the pads, and we had some that were expiring, or had expired, so we had 3 replacement pads. There was one in each, there's one here, one in the front office, one down at STP. I think that's all it was the pads. I mean, this,
Sounds
that's
yeah.
what I remember.
So we have the one that's in there and a backup one for each.
Mhm.
Anything else? Anybody has?
Well, like I said, I got mine all got answered, so I'm fine.
That replacement light bulb, Jake, was that the one on West Main? It's the last item on
Yeah.
replacement light bulb.
Oh, that's,
accessories.
yeah, that's a portion of, that's a remainder of the bill. We have three light poles and three light poles, 3 bases, 3 plant hangers, and 3 the heads to the top. Because there's one out in 27 North Ave, in between the expressway, the one at 4 East Main got hit, and the one at 58 West Main got hit. 58 West Main's back up. When we ordered these, we ordered them to match what we got for the, and when they submitted the order, they sent us what the original specs, the blade holes for the original specs, not what got changed through the process. So we got the wrong bases and the wrong plant hangers for them. So we paid $6,000 of that $13,000 bill earlier. This is the balance of it, because we
Yeah.
finally got all the right pieces and parts in it.
Yeah, that's when I asked.
About 14 months, I think it was. It was,
Oh, it's crazy.
yeah, it's,
The first one was like February 14th, I think,
yeah,
and that was when I had questioned on.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just last week, we got the final, the bases in. Those clamshell bases are going on.
Does whoever hit the poles get billed?
We did, when it's known, we submit it to their insurance, and we got insurance for, I think, 2 of the 3. One was a hit and run, the 27 North Ave was a hit and run, but we got the one that went through, in between the bridges there, we got that person, and I think we do the one for 4.
Yeah.
And we get those, so, yeah. Whenever possible, yes, we absolutely call the insurance company up and
Yep.
say, hey, we don't want to waste their insurance premiums.
So we got a new Kubota too?
Yeah, is that one of GG?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's one down at sewer.
Yep. We talked about that.
Does this pay out of the grant?
The one I must have seen John do, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it's when I was the bonds.
All right, any other comments, any questions? No. In addition? All right, I'll entertain approval or motion to approve claims and warrants.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, on to tax bill processing agreement. This is a resolution to authorize the village clerk to sign the contract with ABS, Applied Business Systems, Inc., for the tax bill processing for a period to end April 1st, 2023. So this backtrack has covered, Marcia, from April 1st of this year until then. Okay. Is there a reason why we have it in April?
Yeah.
There is?
ABS realized they hadn't had a contract from any of the villages in like several years, at least 4. So they sent us, before we'd already finished part of the work, we already paid for, so we pay it in 2 installments. We paid for the postage beforehand, and then we pay for whatever's left over for the work. We pay it in 2 installments, and they had sent this back in like April, so we were already started to do the work. They just realized they didn't have it. And I didn't bring it up at that time because some of the clerks weren't sure if we wanted to continue on with ABS because of some various issues with them, just little quirks, but I'm not sure if anybody even does it other than them, so.
Is it convenient to set this up for renewal in April as opposed to following our normal calendar? That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's in budget.
Unless they
Ask
switch
you a
it,
question.
unless the other clerks decide to go somewhere else, but I don't know.
All right. So this agreement will be made the 23rd day of June. Oh, made the 23rd day of June. This is by the county of Monroe. Village of Webster Municipality herein referred to as the client, Applied Business Systems Inc., ABS, and hereinafter referred to as the contractor. The client's representative will be the tax clerk for that specific municipality. Okay. Motion to approve the resolution to authorize the village clerk to sign this contract with ABS.
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Trustee Belkane?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Mayor Byers?
Aye.
Motion passes.
And we move to Don. Do you have anything for us this evening?
Just sort of a little follow-up from the parking discussion on June 23rd. And this is sort of a reminder to Jake that if you're going to change the parking regulations on either Main Street or Route 250, because they're state roads, you have to get the permission of the Department of Transportation first. The village just can't unilaterally change them. You got to run it by the State Department of Transportation. And that's Vehicle and Traffic Law, Section 1684.
1684.
And I, just looking, we were talking about enforcement, and I just ran across the Village of Geneseo is advertising for a part-time parking enforcement officer. So, and it's part-time, and it says the general duties of a police officer in that part of the work. The only qualifications are that you got to have a driver's license. And in the case of Geneseo, since they have their own police department, the person reports to the chief of police. But here, and I don't know if Monroe County Civil Service does not have an active list for parking enforcement officer, but I don't know if they have the title. They probably have the title. So you can see what the qualifications are there. But it's basically no one that has to have the qualifications of a police officer, a peace officer. They can just be, marshal people.
And how much is that position?
Huh? Well, they don't say how much it pays. But it's part-time, 5 days per week, approximately 10 hours per week. So for 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday, they want this person to walk through the village of Geneseo and issue parking tickets for people that are parked in spaces too long.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, thanks for looking that up.
That's a great.
Mhm.
So, you can check with civil service. And, the city of Rochester has parking enforcement aides. And again, that's through they report to the police chief. But again, the qualifications are simply the driver's license. A high school, both of them are high school diploma and a driver's license.
So would they be able to be given a village vehicle, or would they walk?
I would assume in the village they would walk.
Right.
So theoretically, you don't need a driver's license.
It's good.
All the parking stuff is just right here in the central business district. It's all water.
Yeah, the problem that they were having was they're up on Main Street on the south side.
But, you'd have to create the position within the village, and then work through civil service to fill it.
And they would be able to, who would handle the tickets? Us?
No, the town, it would go through the town clerk.
Okay.
And they should,
Okay.
and then the town court should funnel the fines back to the village. Because the village doesn't have its own court.
Exactly. Yeah, I talked to several people that have just been, because the owners of the businesses are just parking there and then no one's,
Well, you're not gonna be able to pass a law that
I know,
prohibits
we know that.
owners from parking there, because that's not enforceable.
I know, we know that.
But
That's
how
why
do you know
we were
whose-
trying
How
to.
do you know whose car they are?
The bids.
You know,
Oh, yeah, they have to be signed.
it says owner.
No, it says the meeting business.
Well,
Yeah.
if they're parked there too long, you give them a ticket for being, violating the
Who's-
law. to us.
Exactly, that's what we wanted.
And I did drive by, see some tickets there last week. I did talk to the police and see some tickets there, so.
Yeah, because I was even talking to Jake about, because they know Scott's, the funeral home, they stopped everyone parking in their lot because of how many times the pillars on the front of their place were knocked over by people unbeknownst to them. And they had to repair them, and it was their insurance. Nobody else was taking care of it. And I even talked to Jake about maybe, if the village got them a couple of cameras. And I know you had to look at cameras, the cost of some of the cameras, the outdoor cameras. And if we paid to put them up there, maybe they would allow people to park there again. So I was gonna go over and talk to Jeff and see if that might be a possible.
Do they have anything that they
Well,
put
I
across
think-
the entrance? Like chain?
No,
While
no.
they're,
Well, it wouldn't make any difference because the cars are literally hitting those big pillars.
no, I mean to prevent them from parking in the parking lot over here.
Yeah, no, they were just putting A-frame signs up.
Oh.
And finally everybody got used to it and said, okay, I guess nobody can park there anymore. And the ones that are having the problem are on the south side of East Main Street. And most of them, the ones that I know, like the quilt shop and everything, they park all the way over on Lapham Park. But then a lot of those women are carrying sewing machines and everything else for the quilting. So we're just trying to figure out if there's anything that we can do to help.
Now, where do they do the quilting and bring their sewing machines? Into the main body of the shop, or do they
Yeah,
go to the
yeah.
back of it? I mean, it's-
building on
The side, there is a side door now that they can use. But didn't we once have a handicap in there?
The original one, there's
The
still,
handicap spot, the first one there is,
By Jeff's or by,
no, first one on Lapham Park.
no, I know on Lapham Park, but on Main Street, did we
No,
ever
because
have
there's-
one on that side?
No, because there's no curb cuts there, so somebody.
Well, that's what
somebody, You'd be a
that was my
driver-
other,
a driver that was had limited mobility, you'd have to go all the way to the end of the block to get up onto the sidewalk, so that seemed more dangerous than,
yes,
if you're on a side street and go over
okay,
the driveway, there's no cuts there.
okay, thanks.
If the village were to pay for cameras for Scott's Funeral Home, you need a written agreement from them opening up their lot to the public.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not sure I would want to do that, but that'd be up to them.
What is that? And that's how I felt, but I figured, if you don't ask, you don't know.
But then we were wondering if, what about during funeral times and during more calling?
No,
out?
then they put the A-frame signs up that they have a
Well, you
funeral.
could exclude that.
Yeah, we've done that. They've done that for years.
Just like in the back, there's those 2 or 3 spaces that are reserved for the owner of
Yep,
5 West Main or one of those spaces.
yeah.
That was carved out of the
Mhm.
license agreement for parking
Yep.
on their property. So you can do that.
But I figured if I
But we
don't,
just need something in writing from them.
Yeah.
Rather than,
well, that's
not
right.
just a handshake that the public could park there.
Exactly. But I wanted to at least bring it up here before I went and asked. Thanks.
Sure. I have nothing further.
Well, I like the idea of the part-time person, but 2 hours a day, I don't know if it'd be consecutive or not, because then, I think we've considered having 2 hours of parking also, as opposed to 1 hour.
That's, and many of the businesses
We
would
have
prefer.
2
I'm
hours
just saying,
of parking.
that's all that Geneseo do. That doesn't mean
Yeah,
you're limited to what.
Right.
no, you can do
Saying,
whatever.
but I would, even with that, where we are now, I would stagger that a little bit more, because
You might want
problems
someone.
occurs after 2 to 3 hours.
You might want someone working 20 hours
Yeah.
a week instead of just 10 hours a week.
Well,
And then they can get one of these nice shirts.
They
Well,
can.
With a badge on it.
I'll have to add parking enforcer and put it in Sharpie.
Well, there was a notice as far as parking on the north side of East Main Street, that those stores are, they have paid attention to the recommended parking down in back idea. And so that's what they're doing there now, this Lala, Wendy.
well, a lot of
They
them,
also have
they,
an
but,
entrance, don't they?
but they have a back entrance, and that's what makes the difference.
They can walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So has anyone thought of, has anyone considered how much revenue, how much ticket revenue we would have to take in to cover a position like that? It doesn't say, Geneseo doesn't say what they charge, or what they would pay, I mean. Okay.
Or charge.
Yeah, we could always give them a call and just see what they do.
Okay.
If we don't get any information, we don't make any changes.
I'll put
Yeah, it's a
some,
great idea.
My guess is it's not going to be self-supporting.
Right.
You're not going to issue enough $50 parking tickets to cover, you know, you're going to have to pay the person what's minimum wage these days. It's going to be $15 an hour
Yep.
pretty soon, so you got to pay them at least $15 an hour, and we figure it out. So, you know, it'll be an additional expense to the village, but if it actually
Exactly.
works and frees up more parking, then,
And we have more people coming into the
Right.
businesses.
right.
I wonder if the bid would be interested in going in on it, since they're the ones with the issues.
I mean, I don't think that's really an expenditure that goes along with the purposes of the bid.
Right.
It's a business improvement district. The state set those up actually for physical improvements, storefronts and lighting and sidewalks and physical improvements. The village's bid is kind of expanded into entertainment and this other stuff, which
Yeah.
is not really what the state envisioned when they set up bids, but to now have the bid, they're not supposed to be paying for general, you know, expenses of the municipality.
It'd be interesting to see who we would even get an interest. Well, how about our friend,
Or some retired person that want to issue parking tickets. Badge out.
no?
You know,
Okay.
you have, I should have asked you this, but do you have an idea of how much we've collected so far?
about 7, no, I don't trust my,
We'll get you some numbers on what we've collected so far with taxes.
a
'Cause
whole bunch of
it's,
that.
it's not, you're now late. That's all.
Okay. Jake. DPW and sewer.
Yeah, with the DPW, just one thing as a way of, I guess, explanation, if you guys are, the board is getting complaints. We've tried something different this year, a little bit than we've done in the past, where we've milled, part of it was, it's really through necessity. We've milled the road and we've left them longer than we ever have. The companies that had to bid for milling and paving, we had to hit when they were available. We also, doing Gilbert Park, we had to do the milling ahead of the circle, we had to do the milling ahead of the other work there. And transporting it in the milling machine's very expensive every day. So we get a 2-day deal when they were there. We got them there together, we had one mobilization charge and get different areas. We did Wood Street, Reynolds Road, Gilbert on the east end, and then Gilbert Park Circle, all why we can get them here. Hopefully next week they're going to come. There's just a little bit of veg work and stuff to do around some of the valves and manholes and things, and then get them back in paving after that. But it was really an effort to keep the cost down and take advantage of the availability of them, but also keep the cost down rather than doing just the circle and then having it transported back there again and do other parts. So we're going to look at it and talk about it here at the end of the season and reevaluate if we want to do it again, because the people have been voting with their phone calls and voting no on it.
Do we have a date?
Not yet. I mean, it's all weather dependent, so we don't have a firm date, even if they said, hey, we're going to come, August 3rd or 15th. That would be a guess, really, because their other projects can push things back what they have. So they have a date and they have schedules. They're coming back next week, coming back this week to look, get the list, and then coming back next week to do some of the final little buttoning up with a little planer that they have, and then we're going to schedule the paving with them as well. So our hope is by the middle of August to be able to have get those back in there. But we've got the circle, we've got the curbs and the gutters in, the concrete's in. We're trying to talk to somebody about getting the dirt in the center there, because we're not slinging in there, so we're not driving on the brand new apron. And then get the asphalt on, but the center of the circle's not holding anything out really. It's just
But that's a
availability of
good,
labor.
that's a good beginning. I like that idea.
Yeah. So that's it. The sewer. We're continuing. We had our monthly meeting last Wednesday, the progress meeting, and then we're continuing on with those meetings and that effort for the upgrades.
And then I'm not on the agenda or anything, but I wanted to bring up something about Historic Preservation Commission, because we've started the site of the month again this year, finally. And the first one was really the standpipe up on North Avenue.
South Ave.
South Ave. That was in June, and that was just like a quickie. And Peter, of course, has all the history on it, so he's not here. And then the next one we had was 57 Lapham Park. And that was next to Dick Batesing's house, and how they had remodeled all of that. And now I got thinking about it, and I thought, why don't we start getting some of the businesses in it? I mean, some of these are they've been here forever. So I went down and talked to Dimitri Stefano down at the cold storage building. And he said he was quite interested. He said he would love to have that. He would even give a tour if people wanted to go through and see everything that he has done, because he tried to keep, a lot of the pillars in the huge piping and everything that they had inside, and even the brick, everything. He's trying to keep a lot of it within the apartments and everything. Went through there. It was just, Peter and I would tell you, it was just gorgeous. So I thought that maybe we should try doing businesses.
That's a good idea.
So he agreed to it, so that's what we're going to do for August. And we're going to put the sign up July 30th, which is a Saturday, at like 11 o'clock in the morning. And he said if anybody, the zoning board, the village board, anybody that you know, if they want to come down and take a look through, he said, I'd be very happy to take them, and he said, and I might even have a few hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, good.
So I said, wow, okay.
When's it, July?
July 30th at 11. And it's a Saturday, so I thought a lot of people, they wouldn't be working or whatever. So anyway, that's our plan. And then the next one is going to be another one on Lapham Park, number 27. And she and her dad remodeled that house, and now she's still working on it. They are still working, they're doing the kitchen right now. But they've done a fantastic job. So that'll be the next one. And then I've got that September, and then October, I want to try to get another business. And I've asked a couple of them, and one sounds like they really want to do it. But they're businesses that have been here for 80, 100 years, you can't. So, and I need, we have pictures, like the cold storage building, we have the pictures on the outside and the changes that it went through, but we don't have a lot of pictures from the inside. I mean, I can remember as a little kid going down, and I mean, the little freezer things were like this big. You put your venison, everybody had venison back then.
But we went on that tour inside and saw that.
Yeah, that was way back when Carol Clem, and that's why I talked to Dimitri now, because he's done so much to it.
Yeah.
Now he also has a vegetable garden out there and a flower garden. He's really trying to do a positive. So anyway, that's why, and put it on the website. Missy Rosenberry said she'd help me too, and put it on the website. So, but we'll need to know how many people are coming. So, call Peter Elder or call, and just let me know. Okay, thank you.
How full is,
It's full. He had one that we could look at, one apartment that we could look at that was empty.
Wow.
So, and they're marvelous. And a friend of mine that I went to high school with, her daughter has one down there. So I got to see that one the way she has it set up, and then I got to see it the way he leaves it.
have you ever been in the apartments in the old schoolhouse?
Yes,
Those are nice too. I had
Yes.
that too.
yes, I took all my
Yeah.
steno
Nice.
and my typing things there. And I did, I went in because they're
That's
gorgeous.
another repurpose.
And that's another, yeah, it's very tall, yeah, yeah.
All right. Anything else anyone has? If not, I would make this announcement that as of tomorrow,
Yes. Yeah.
at Fireman's Field, for the first time, coming back after 2 years, we have our Webster Fireman's Carnival. And that will begin tomorrow night at 6 p.m. until close. And Thursday, of course, we will have the Fireman's Parade again down Main Street. And Friday, I believe, there's live entertainment. And Saturday night, midnight, for those of you who are still up, there will be fireworks. And if you're not still up, you might wake up to the sound of fireworks. But they're back for the first time in 2 years. So that's awesome. We're glad to have them back in the carnival again going. Yep, very good.
Yeah.
Anything else? If not, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for watching, and we hope that you will visit the village for the carnival and for other activities that are happening. There's also a wine walk, I guess I should not interject this, but there's a wine walk that's Friday night,
That's right.
correct?
15th, yeah.
And that is, I
6 to
believe,
9.
pardon?
6 to 9?
6 to 9.
6 to 9. So come out for that and then go to the carnival afterwards. All right.
We'll meet the clams at the
Very
carnival.
good.
Oh, yeah.
My dad.
All right. Well, thank you very much.